Hello, and welcome into Winter's Nest. Can I help you find anything today? Perfect. Then I'm your guy. Please come take a seat over on this bench, and we can kind of talk about what you're looking for, and I can show you some products today. Yeah, and just help you out. Perfect. Okay, so go ahead and tell me kind of about your level of experience, what you're looking for, and I'll ask you a couple of follow-up questions as well. Okay. So, like 6 months? Something like that? Okay. Okay, yeah, so, I'm gonna start off by asking you some questions. So, do you mostly run on, like, a track, a treadmill, on the street, trail running? Okay, so sort of a mix. Understood. And how often do you run? Like, how many times in a week? Okay. Yeah, that's good. And like, what kind of, are you doing, like, distances, or like what kind of distances are you going? Okay. And like inclines or hills, do you kind of do that? Like, do you do any sort of mountain running? Okay. Yeah, good to know. Let's see what else. Do you do any other sports? Okay. Pickleball's all the rage, that's right. Okay. You're big into the pickleball. Okay, awesome. And are you kind of looking for a pickleball shoe? Maybe, but more of a running shoe. We actually do have a couple hybrid shoes, and I can present those to you, and we can look at it. So, have you ever done this kind of process before? No, because you just got into running. Okay, yeah. So basically, if you go to, like, just a typical retail store, like just a typical shoe store, you're not really gonna get a personalized shoe to, like, your needs. So coming to, like, a running store like this, where we'll actually, like, fit you for the shoe, is really important to get the right one, so you don't hurt your joints and you don't hurt your legs and stuff, and you don't like, overexert yourself. So that's why this is important. So it's really cool that you came in, and we're definitely here to help. And yeah, we have the track in the store, and we have the treadmill in the store, but once we start trying on the shoes, you are welcome to take them out for a little spin around the block. It's all built on trust, of course. So yeah, and I do have another question. What shoe are you currently using? Do you have something you like? Sure. So that's what you've been wearing. Oh wow. Do you mind taking those off for me and letting me look? Yeah. Okay, so this is what you've been running in. Okay, so these are Converse Chucks. So definitely not a running shoe. Obviously it has a very flat sole with no support. I guess it has a little bit of padding around the heel, but generally we do not recommend something like this for running, as I'm sure you know. Have you been experiencing any pain in your ankles or knees, your joints? Okay, so some ankle pain. Okay, and that's definitely understandable. We're gonna take a look at your stride. I want to see if your feet kind of turn in or turn out. But yeah, and then how old are these? I'm just curious. Okay, so you've been running with these for 10 years. So a little saying we have around it. Sorry, you can have your shoes back. I recommend keeping them off because we'll be trying some on. But a little saying we have in the store is shoes shouldn't have birthdays. So If you're kind of running frequently, if you're getting serious about running, you are gonna want to be cycling these shoes out, like frequently, like potentially every 6 months to a year. So we don't want them to be wearing down and not providing the right support. And basically it's about injury prevention. It's about speed as well, and performance, but definitely injury prevention is a large part of it. So with that being said, let's try on some shoes. If that's, yeah. Actually, I need to get some of your measurements first. So, if you don't mind, let me see. Okay, yeah, so just step onto that metal pad right there. Yep. Actually, you know what? Just give me your foot. Okay, perfect. And yep. Okay, so 7, 9. Okay, and then please put your other foot. Okay. Okay, so your feet are the same size. Yeah. Some people's aren't, so that's something we can help with and make minor adjustments. Okay, perfect. Perfect. And then actually I'm gonna have you just stand up really quick. Okay. Now what I want you to do is, so just walk to that rack with the red shirts and then walk back. Just your normal walk. And we're going to be doing this a couple times. Great, perfect. Okay, so I'm just kind of analyzing your stride. So let me just grab some shoes really quick. I will be right back, and yeah, I'll present the shoes. Okay, so I am back, and I brought some shoes to try. So the first couple I want to present to you are the pickleball shoes. So the first pair I have are these. So these are very much a hybrid shoe. It is a very beautiful design with this sort of beige mustard color for the heel, and then like the blue with the neon yellow / green laces. It's kind of more of a walking shoe with some pickleball and running functionality. I will be honest with you, these hybrid shoes are gonna do a lot of things not as well. So that's just my personal opinion, obviously, but just keep that in mind. However, these are gonna be probably your cheapest option. Well, not cheapest. We do carry some cheaper shoes, and I have a cheaper one to show you. But yeah, so these are gonna be about $60. So actually, that's really not bad. But yeah, I wouldn't call it a running shoe necessarily. But if you just wanted one shoe, this could be a good pickleball running hybrid. So would you like to try these? Okay, well, we can put it aside. I can show you another model of the hybrids we have. So this is a different brand. Now these are Skechers. This is more of actually just a pickleball shoe. So it has these kind of court style bottoms. So these will be I'm not a pickleball player, so I'm not sure what the term is, but like they're allowed on most courts, like court legal, I guess. It's got some nice kind of padding around the ankle here, and I think it's a very fun, kind of pretty design with the pink with the pink laces and the sort of neon green and black design. But yeah, so these are the the Viper Court Pro model. So these are just purely pickleball shoes. I wouldn't recommend running in these. They'll be better than your Converse, but they're not a running shoe. Yeah, and you can totally try those on if you'd like, but yeah. So if you were looking for more of a running shoe, okay. And I think that's a good idea. Like, maybe if you wanted both the pickleball and the running shoe, that's probably the option I'd go with, because it's going to give you better results in both fields. Yeah, rather than kind of mid results in all fields. Yeah. Okay, so then I'm gonna bring you some spectacular running shoes, and we're gonna try them on. Okay, sounds good. Okay, and I already brought them, so I already picked them out. So we have these to begin with. Now these are really nice. We have a insert in here, but we'll take that out for you to try it on. This is just the store version, the store pair. So yeah, so these really nice kind of ombre, purple to gray, good running shoe. These are gonna make you feel a little closer to the ground. So there's kind of like two camps. We have our shoes in, our running shoes, and it's like, do you want to feel like you're running on a cloud, or do you want to kind of feel the street beneath you? Yeah, and we can try both if you're not quite sure yet, but this one is going to make you feel a little closer to the earth. You're going to feel the stride, and it's basically based on personal preference. But yeah, so cloud tech. So yeah, go ahead, and I have the second one, both of them, and here you go. And you can try those on. Go ahead, put those on, and once you're ready, stand up in them and do the same thing I had you do earlier. So go ahead and just I'm gonna have you run or jog, whatever your pace is. Run to that rack with the red shirts, and I'm just gonna observe your stride, but it's also more just for you to get a feel for the shoe, kind of if it's comfortable and how the fit is, right? Because I picked these based on your shoe size, but like obviously each brand is gonna kind of fit slightly differently, and we might go like up or down a half size. So they should really fit snugly. You shouldn't really have pressure on your big toe at all, but you shouldn't have a lot of room either. So there should be no heel slippage. It should fit snugly. But yeah, obviously not too tight. It should be comfortable but snug is how I would describe it. But you'll kind of get the feel. So yeah, go ahead and do that run. How'd that one feel? Okay. Fit is good. Yeah. And obviously if there's like little looseness kind of like on the top of your foot, you'd wanna like really tighten those laces up. Definitely. You don't wanna, kind of like how you were wearing the Converse, just like slip it in and like don't tighten it. That's definitely not what you want to do with a running shoe. You want to make sure it's nice and tight and snug with those laces. But what you were saying about feeling the street too much, that might mean you want to try the cloud version, or the kind of cloud style. So let's go ahead and do that. I have these. And these are a little more plain in style. That's more your vibe anyway. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So these are Sauconys. I was saying Sasoni for a long time. Apparently it's Saucony. I'm yet to be corrected, but I don't really know. These are the Ride model, I'm pretty sure. So, and as you can see, this heel, or sorry, the sole. The sole is very thick, kind of squishy. So it's gonna give you a little more cushioning, make you feel lighter, bouncier, more cloud-like, and that's definitely a preference for some people. So yeah, and you want to go ahead and give these a whirl. Yeah. I am so sorry, yes. Here's the second one. Yeah, so go ahead and try those. And yeah, and then go ahead, stand up and do your little lap, kind of test out the feel of it. Yeah. Okay. How did those feel? Good. Good. Yeah. So, yeah, these are really nice. They've got this kind of mesh, breathable material, and then they've got this kind of nice like leather backing. Oh, okay, so leather would then be a deal breaker. No, that's perfectly okay. That is understandable. Let me think. I have a similar shoe that doesn't have leather. So, let me go grab that one and we'll see how you like that. Should have a similar feel without the leather. Yeah, no, I completely understand. Let me go grab it. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the shoe that I thought would be kind of similar. So it's gonna be this kind of like white breathable mesh with a kind of squishy, a little more cloud-like feel. So yeah, the like loft technology. So these are Brooks is a good brand. And yeah, so go ahead and give these a feel. And tell me what you think. Here's the second one. Yeah, and you can run the lap really quickly. Yeah. Okay, cool. So are you thinking those are the ones? Yeah, so we do have another model, and I brought them the Ghost model, and these actually will be comparable in price. As you can see, they have a little more like a pop of color with this sort of orange accent on the soles as well as the sides. These are the Ghost model, and yeah, you can give them a feel, but they are going to be pretty similar. But you like those. And those are similar in price. So we're looking at we're looking at 140 for the Brooks, both the Brooks models. And you said you weren't interested in the Sauconys because of the leather. Okay. So then, yeah, but they're all going to be pretty similar in price. These ones that I showed you, these ones are going to be about 120. Yeah. So you're interested in the Brooks? Okay. So I will go ahead and grab the, well, I guess these ones are your size. So we'll go ahead and package these up. If you'll just give me a sec. So it comes in this box. Aside, and we have a 31-day return policy. So if you're having problems with them, if they're not fitting well, or just whatever, if you're having problems, please come back within 31 days, and we can swap them out for you, or you can return them. Yeah, and sometimes it just takes a minor adjustment. Like sometimes people come in with a certain type of blister or ankle pain, and we will just give them an insert, or adjust their soles. We can put like some foam. Yeah. So is there anything else I can help you with today? Yes, we do that there. We do that here. It's actually the last day to do it, so you are in luck that we can still do it. Obviously, you can sign up on the day, and you can sign up online, but we can do that here. So you want to sign up for the Sunshine Classic? Perfect. Yeah. And were you trying to do the 5K, the 10K, or the half? The 10K? Okay, great choice. Let's get you signed up. That's awesome. I am. You might see me there. I'm doing the half, but I will see you at the finish. Okay, so what is your name? And it doesn't have to be like, it's what you want displayed in the system for the scoring and on your bib. Okay. Yeah, thank you for spelling that. And your last name? Great. And then what's a good email address? Yeah, they'll email you updates before race day. Okay. And then a phone number. Great. Thank you. And then you said the 10K. Okay, and then so it kind of has waves of the runners. So they allow the faster runners to start first, and then they have the kind of slower runners and the people who are walking it, because it is acceptable to walk it as well, or do kind of a run walk combo, in different waves there. So the slower runners and walkers are at the last waves. So what's your mile time, basically? Okay, so actually with that time you actually could qualify. Yeah, so what that would mean is you would be in the first 3 waves. Yeah, no, actually, In terms of qualification, though, you do have to submit evidence. So, and they're pretty lenient about what they accept. They will accept like a screenshot of like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit workout tracker. But you can submit like videos as well with like a timer in it. If you want, you can go to the website for more specific details, which I would recommend because I don't know all the details off the top of my head. But yeah, so you have to submit evidence for that. Yeah, and so the other one is kind of like the self-reported one, and that would be like a 12-minute mile maximum, kind of, and that one you don't need proof for. Yeah, you might want to select that one because it's going to be the faster people, because the other options are like a slow jog, a walk run, and then like a walk. I assume you're trying to run the whole thing, and if you are, even at a slower pace, like 12 minutes, I would select the run option, because then they'll put you in like one of the first 100 waves. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and say okay. You won't know which one you are placed in until they mail you your packet. So actually, that's the next question. Well, that's a further question. But they'll give you a packet, and it'll tell you what wave you started, and that'll tell you your starting time too. And they can range from like 5 in the morning to like 9 in the morning. Yeah, it's a big thing. So the next thing is the t-shirt. They do send you a t-shirt. Like a what is it called? Like commemorative t-shirt. So it is made of like a tech kind of material. So it is like a nicer shirt, but and it has like the logo and stuff on it and the year. So yeah, it's kind of nice. So what is your t-shirt size? Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Kind of go with the larger. Yeah. Okay. And then next is how you want it shipped. So you are cutting it kind of close. So to make sure it is there in time, you might want to go with this option, which is to have it shipped to our store, and then you come and pick it up here. There's also a bunch of other stores you can select to have it shipped to if it were not your closest location. But you can have it shipped to your house. You'd like it shipped to your house? Yeah, there actually is a $10 expedited shipping option. Sure. Okay. Go ahead and do that. So could you please give me your home shipping address? Or, yeah, sorry, your shipping address. Okay. I almost typed Kansas. Close enough, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm just kidding. Okay, perfect. So I think that is all I need from you besides payment. So yeah, it's $60 and then plus the expedited shipping, so it's gonna be $70 plus tax and taxes and fees, so it's probably gonna be around $74.02. And then with the shoes, so we're looking at $212.30. Yeah, sure. So it is ready for you, so just go ahead and tap or insert. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Great. Thank you. Would you like your receipt printed or emailed? Emailed? Okay, perfect. I'll just use that email you gave me for the race. Great. Okay, so you should receive that, and then you can use that as proof if you do need to exchange the shoes. You can just bring the shoes, bring the box, obviously, and just show the email receipt. And bingo, you'll be all set. perfect. Well, do you have can I help you with anything else? Do you have any other questions for me? Sure. Yeah, so a lot of this information will be available on the website for the Sunshine Classic. But yeah, it'll come with different coupons and things, kind of like just little treats. Yeah, but it's a really fun race. Have you done it before? Okay. Yeah, so you kind of know, but there's like different table kind of booths and tables and performers and like slip and slides and I don't know, just like fun stuff, jazz bands. But yeah. That's tricky. I'm not sure what advice I would have. Don't push yourself too hard the day before, I guess. I learned that the hard way last year. Yeah. So just, if you're going to go for a run, which I would recommend, just go for like a more easy run. Don't try to do a full, in your case, don't try to do a full 10K the day before your 10K. Yeah, I actually recommend kind of like going hard up until maybe like 2 weeks before, and then kind of like doing a more mellow for the 2 weeks prior to the race. But it's really up to you. You can train really hard up to the race, but just don't push it too hard the night before. Get good sleep the night before. Electrolytes, other stuff like liquid IV. We have little like snacks and stuff like this. But it kind of has like sodium, potassium, and things that you lose through your sweat. I'm sure you know what electrolytes do, but yeah. So, and especially when you're running and stuff, that's kind of like important. And obviously, just hydration. Hydrate a lot the day before. Don't hydrate too much the morning of. You won't have to have bathroom breaks during your race. But other than that, I guess, yeah, just pace yourself at an even, steady pace that's comfortable up until the last half mile to last kilometer, basically. And then get ready to kick. Yeah, kind of amp it up to get ready for your sprint for the final third of a mile for your sprint. Obviously, you take all this with a grain of salt, electrolytes. This is kind of my advice, but there's like so much exercise and running advice out there. It's hard to know what's like good advice and what's not. So do your research, but honestly, I wouldn't overthink it. Just try your best, and yeah. No, that's awesome. Good luck, and yeah, it's really awesome that you're doing that. Great. Okay. Well, good luck at the race. I hope to see you there. Okay, bye.